Figures from the Ghana Export Promotion Authority shows that Ghana's handicraft industry contributed a meager 0.5% to non-traditional exports in 2019. Now, this poor statistic is the reason why efforts are being put to facelift the art and craft industry by the authority. In this report, we bring together some artists who are doing everything they can to ensure that the art and craft industry remains competitive on the global scale. Here's more. With $2.5 billion up for grabs in an untapped arts and craft industry, talented Ghanaian artists are pulling their strides to make up for the losses suffered. I have come to the art gallery of Sammy Bento, an artist whose work of art has massive demand in the West. For him, his choice to return home from the United States was a responsibility to facelift what he considers a crawling art and crafts industry.
The only thing is that I'm a Ghanaian, so there has to be a Ghanaian flavor, which I'm very, very, very much in love with.
We do know that your art appeals so much to the diaspora. You've been in the United States for quite a while, and you're recently here in Ghana. The question, therefore, is why the choice to come back home when a chunk of your market is abroad?
Home is where the real flavor is.
Exactly.
50 years ago, my father, who worked for the UN, relocated our whole family to New York.
Okay.
Once I landed in New York, I got a feeling that I've been there before, like a deja vu. I saw people who looked like us, some who looked like close relatives. And the questions that people asked in those days, because many of our African-American brothers, people in the diaspora, have not been given the full story. You have to represent where you're coming from.
But you know, one interesting part of your story is the fact that you've been in the States for quite a while, and you have established your business there for some specific reasons, so that you're much more exposed to the opportunities that come with the art and crafts abroad. But here in Ghana, we have a huge challenge. We've seen so many young entrepreneurs wanting to venture into the art and craft industry, but they have no clue how to commercialize it and how to appeal, not just to the diaspora or the markets abroad, but also the local market.
We have to re-establish or restore something that was in place before. First of all, there has to be quality. If you're going to sell something, let's sell good stuff. Now, to produce good stuff, you need the right materials, and the right tools, and then train or sensitize the creative industry.
Do you feel everyone is doing the same thing?
Well, here's what's happening. Somewhere down the line, our progress to motion to progress has been used, to use the phrase, monkeyed with. You know, because over the last 35, let's say 40 years, there's been a shift in the emphasis of how we express ourselves artistically. There's a strong Western influence that is always hovering and insidiously, you know, trying to direct us in a certain way.
These paintings you see on the walls are focused on dots. Sammy Bento walks me through the uniqueness of his art.
This painting, apart from the scene behind it, is an optical illusion.
Oh.
Okay, yes. Now, I devised this because I noticed that people don't pay attention to paintings. They just walk by. Okay. So this painting is the ever-presence. You know, I call it ever-presence. Now, the ever-presence is that light is always here. Okay, and light will pass through any opening. So these bars here are the bars of a prison cell, and the light from outside is falling on the floor.
The reflections on the ground.
So and the direction is showing where the light is coming from over there. So you are standing here.
Yes.
Now, you look, you see the lines are pointing to you. Come stand here.
Yes, yeah, I see that.
Now, you walk across to the other end. As you're walking, look at the lines.
Okay.
Go all the way to the end. All the way to the end. You see it's pointing to you?
Yeah, it's still.